Smoko check after an afternoon on the construction site, stir-fried cashew nuts with rice from Tong Tai and English breakfast tea in the polka dot cup. Bloody marvellous.
Hello. Welcome. Hi, Pie. I hope you've had a bloody marvellous day. I certainly have. Great catch up on the work site with Harry. Bloody marvellous. On Fridays, my first class is at 8. It's a practical surveying class outside in what I call Zealandia Park. As I travelled in this morning, I realised that the weather was always going to be a bit iffy, and I just thought I'd see what happened. So I got in to the class, or to where we meet, and I noticed that, well, first of all, there wasn't that many students there, so they probably thought it was going to be called off due to the rain anyway. So we very quickly decided that, it wasn't really going to go ahead. The weather was just too risky. Could get out there and, get wet and that sort of thing. So, we called that off, and I went and did some marking and stuff like that. And after a little while, I decided I might head home and do some work at home, because I needed to drop in a prescription to the local pharmacist I visited a doctor yesterday, and so I dropped the prescription in and picked that up, and then came on home. And then my next class was at 1 o'clock, and last week I sort of parked my car quite close to the class, and that worked well. And so, I did that this week. I found the sweet spot, sort of. There are a couple of closer spots, but they were full. So, I did the maths class, and then headed in to catch up with HBJ, or Harry. We eventually found each other after an interesting little journey around the place, and went to his building site where he's just started there, really, a new job, and they're building retirement homes, 4-story, retirement village situation. I think he said they're about 4 stories high. So, interesting. And had a great old catch up with Harry. So it was by a bit of a shopping centre there, and I've been there before with a bit of a Thai takeaway. So I went in there, and there was a guy up at the counter fiddling around and what have you, and it turns out they might have got his order wrong, and so they took something out and left it on. Guy left, and I said, I said to them, how much for that? So I bought what the other guy didn't want. It was stir-fried cashew nuts and a bit of rice. So came on home, waste not, want not, or whatever they say. I think they intimated they might have given me some sort of deal on it. So that was good. And came on home, and beautiful. Yeah, very nice. Quite enjoyed it. And continued on through the evening with my doing my social media and what have you. And so pretty pleased with my day, really. Got, covered quite a lot of this and that and different things. Bit of an adventure. I'd have to say, bloody marvellous. Wow, almost 5,000 steps today. Caught up with HBJ. 6 hours of teaching, nominally, and 2 hours of admin. 84.8 for the weights. What would a dog that has coprophagia? Coprophagia? Yeah, well, what would that dog do? What would it do? Put your answer in the comments below the video. The national dish of Uruguay is the chivito. It's a sandwich of sliced beefsteak, churrasco, mozzarella, ham, tomatoes, mayonnaise, and black or green olives, plus a variety of other ingredients by choice. That sounds bloody marvellous, as David from Desmond's Dondas can attest. And through that, he became today's person on the Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, David from Desmond's Dondas. Bloody marvellous. This has been a maureo presentation, recorded live in our studio at Ngaruawahia, Aotearoa, New Zealand, the land of the long white cloud, place where Kiwis live, in a paradise we like to call God's own country.